Okay, so hope you like the lunch. I hope you get to know many interesting people during lunch. We are going to continue with the other half of the day with the next session called Startup and Sandwich. Can I have the countdown here? Thank you. So at the end of this session we will show the results of the voting for the first session, and now after this session we'll be able to vote again for the best speech, just to give the feedback to the startups how much you like their presentations. So right now I would like to ask to come on the stage. So the first 5 startups or 4 startups are in the field of eHealth and agriculture. So the first startup is LC. So please, we are already here. Come on stage and I'll give you the mic.
So, good afternoon everyone. Hope you have this day because we talk about nutrition today. And first of all, I would like to tell you something very obvious. We are all different. And we are all different because of our genetic, for sure, and because of our environment. The place where we live, our foods, our physical activities. All of these factors impact on the person we are. That's why everyone has different needs. But when we talk sports and nutrition, we all follow some diets or workout program to do, generated by this, which with kind of result. In France, 80% of people who try to lose weight thanks to seamless diets get weight again after that. That is to say efficiency, naturally. But now, what if you could know in real time what is efficient for you to burn body fat or to know what is efficient for you? Why there is nothing to know in real time now to know if what I'm doing in terms of sports and nutrition is good for my health or not? That's why we created LC. LC is the first metabolic tracker that allows you to know in real time how many body fat you are burning in your blood, thanks to a little drop of blood, like a glucose measuring device. You get back a little drop of blood, and you put it on a special strips that allow you to know to measure directly to our device, and you get back the data on your phone thanks to Bluetooth. Whether you are overweight, a non-professional sports person, or elite athletes, it will help you to reach your own goal, because they're different as well. You will gain a lot of time because you will focus on what is the best for you, and you will avoid that is very useless. Just one thing, big data. So thanks to big data, the more users we will have, the more predictive and precise we will be, because we will be able to match metabolism together, and thanks to our algorithm and big data, we will be the more predictive. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And now we have 3 mics, so we can hear me. Next presentation is from Slovakia, Mentagram. You're not here, he's here.
Awesome. Thank you very much, and hello. My name is Milan, and I'm the co-founder at Mentagram. Our company was born from a void between the doctors and patients suffering from conditions like depression, substance use, or other mental illnesses, to make sure those people never have to face their conditions alone. Only in the United States, the mental health represents a cost of over $200 billion a year. And it includes $10 billion that are wasted on preventable readmissions. Can you imagine that? And I'm asking you, how many successful startups in mental health solving this issue do you know? The reason why you don't know most likely any of those startups is that founders in healthcare take the latest Silicon Valley technology and apply it to healthcare without understanding how healthcare works. That's the reason why our company is driven by clinicians and led by a chief medical officer who is a Harvard psychiatrist. And this approach is supported by a strong business team that includes our investors from Eulogy Ventures as well as advisor Ken Ryan from KPMG. And we are able to help our customers. In New Hope Foundation in New Jersey, we are able to reduce the time that they spend on evaluating patients by more than 50%. In Insight Psychiatric Services in Georgia, we help them increase their revenue from insurance reimbursement. And we help some of the therapists from Metropolitan CBT in New York to better engage their patients. And as I said, you do not need any super technology. We understand how healthcare works and we replace the existing and inefficient workflows that involve still pen and paper. We start with digital screening, go through automatic scoring and reporting, and end with delivering the treatment plan into the patient's smartphone. This approach takes the best from the three types of software that you see the most often in healthcare. Patient portals for communicating between doctors and patients, evaluation software for evaluating clients and patients, and self-help apps for delivering simple treatment plans into the smartphones. We have validated our approach with more than 25,000 data points from 150 providers and over 1,000 of their patients. In order to keep doing our work and reach our goals, since we are a small company, we need to build our team, product development, sales and marketing, and because of that, we are currently raising €1.5 million both in Europe and the United States. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Next startup from Slovakia, PropTech.
Mesdames et messieurs, merci d'avoir l'opportunité de vous introduire le business de vos rêves. Don't be worried, I will not continue in French because it's really terrible. I'm going to talk to PropTech today. Smart hydroponic system is our domain. We are the Slovak-based company fighting global food security problem. As far as you know, people love to multiply, and then in 2050 there will be 50 billion people in the world, and we will face multiple problems as either land degradation or water supplies will go down, and the energy costs will be really high. So we would like to answer these questions or face these problems together with your help and with sufficient amount of investment as well. And then next slide, please. So here are the problems. This is the global market for hydroponics, aeroponics, and aquacultures. All of these cultures are part of the soil cultures or horticulture. And this is the market. The value of the market is about 5 trillion global. It's the global industry, and really, it's just it will grow in the future. So. I think I don't need to explain you why hydroponics or aquaponics. We all know it will save you a lot of water, fertilizers, it will eliminate 100% of pesticides. These are the main or the best fruit, vegetables, herbs, etc. To be grown faster, cost efficiently, and you can imagine we'd like to also convince you to join projects and to really make your own platforms to really fasten the production of food for the whole world, maybe save lives. This is our answer. Our first answer to face these global problems is products or response unit, the automation unit based on Raspberry computer, and then it allows you to do the automation in agriculture in general, save your time, etc. This consists of a dashboard, and as you can see, it's very easy to use, very user-friendly. Basically, you have all of the sensors on the right side and all of the programmable software on the left side, so you can name them. And you have multiple uses. There are some platforms already which are like botany cultivator from Technical University of Zvolen, or Berlin startup Hexagrow, which are just waiting to us to produce the units and to support them with our technology. But we are aiming to whole Europe, and these are our projects. We have covered like 45% of European customers already, and we are aiming to cover another 75 by September 2016. These are the competitors I would be happy to share with you. Also, legal cannabis industry, for example, in States, Canada, Australia, all around the world, is our customers. These are the numbers. As you can see, there are many distributors already waiting for us. We are open to share, all of the numbers, all of the costs, and this is the team. It's me and 5 perfect engineers of artificial intelligence, hardware, and experts from Košice. And they are waiting for you to join this venture, and together we will grow, maybe in a mood somewhere in space. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Next startup is, I don't know if they are here, Move and Farm Ltd. No, they are not here. So then Aerotech. Okay. Aerotech, you have a presentation ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Stage is yours. There's the user experience. You have to explain to each speaker how to use this up and down stuff, not left to the right. This is about the experience of the start of the design. So we are going to start as soon as you are ready.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Lukáš Palkovič, and I'd like to tell you something about Aerotech and our projects, our visions, and so on. Okay, great. Let's start from what we do until now about our projects. We do many innovative devices. We do some smart gadgets, some interesting things from the industry solving many problems. You can see many pictures here. It's our products, starting from some loggers or mining locomotives in mines, a logger for movements of animals in agriculture, and so on. There are several devices made for flying robots, for RC electronics, for drones, and so on. And I'd like to continue with drones and some applications for them. Let's start with motor control. We are developing now innovative approaches for motor controls. It's things that is maybe known in hard, heavy industry, but we are trying to move this to drones and also to some little industry, I would say. This innovative control can bring many better things like higher efficiency, for example, longer range for the drones, up to 20%, some self-diagnostics, some remote access. And with these features, we are moving a little bit to the field which we are today talking about, all of us. So let's move to the IoT. We have also a mission, a vision, how to connect the drones to the cloud. Everybody's trying to fly the drones to the sky, to the clouds, so we want to connect the drones to the sky. There are many interesting ideas what to do. There are many needs, and the market is growing, so we are trying to build some platforms, some services for the drones. We would like to combine also our technologies, the sensing, the analyzing of data, and so on, the control to the drones and to this field. And what are we looking for? We would like to find some partners for our industrial applications, for example, system integrators for factories and so on. We would like to find dealers. We are very curious about the infrastructure development, which could help us a lot, and we would like to find some funding. Thank you very much.
Okay, so merci for that. Thank you. Right now I'm going to switch the presentation, so I should tell some jokes for 1 minute, but I don't know many. So anyway, next group of startups are augmented reality and gadgets. So as soon as we are ready, are we ready? We are ready, okay. So VRV Prod, stage is yours.
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here to present you VRV Prod and Pocket. I'm Julian, I'm co-founder of VRV Prod. I'm going to present you VRV Prod. We are 360 content creator. We make video, 360 video. We make immersive tour, 360 simulator, like BMX simulator, boat simulator, and we make immersive 360 live video. To watch this content, it's possible to watch the content on a computer, on a tablet, but to have a better experience, you have a better experience with a virtual reality headset, and that's why we are.
Okay. So for marketing, communication, tourism, newspaper, sport, for event, music event, you need something. You need something fully affordable to see your content, fully customizable, manufactured near you. That's why we have made Pocket. Pocket it's like a Google Cardboard, but it's made in Europe. And we'll show you a video of. We show you a video that you can see how it works. No, it's not working. It's only on nine. Space down. No, it's not working. Okay. On the video, we show you how it's how you can follow.
The Pocket is totally foldable. When you finish to watch your content with your smartphone, it's possible to fold it like this, and you put it in a pocket. It's possible to use it for marketing and communication. So we don't have the video, but if you want to watch it, we are in the website.
Something? No? So with Pocket, you have a new European alternative of the giant American cardboard. Now you have the choice, and this is an example of price. For 2,000 pieces, you're less than €4 each one, fully customizable. In offset printing. And then now, today in Bratislava, we are pleased to introduce you the new Pocket Premium in wood and in plastic. And it's foldable and it's customizable. You can draw your logo.
Okay, guys, thank you. The time is up. Yeah, people can try it and
Yes,
start
the video is.
and they can play with it. Okay, thank you very much.
Say hello to the 260 video if you want.
So, next presentation, expert teleportation. You are? Okay. The presentation is ready.
Hi everybody, I'm glad to be here to present to you expert teleportation. I'm here to give to the technical team a superpower, the power to fix in less than 50 minutes your agreement anywhere in the world at any time. We are focused on experts because at the time experts don't work. Indeed, they spend most of the time in traveling, in a plane or train, and work just 10% of the time. That's why we create expert teleportation, because usually they use a smartphone to take a picture, but it's not real time, but not free hands, or you can make a call, but you cannot see, no free hands as well. So we developed expert teleportation, a solution with small glasses. So you can see Nicolas, the expert on the right, who can see and guide the technician on the left with audio, video in real time and with free hands. What we do, first of all, we test it with 2,500 technicians in industrial company in France, and we prove that it's a super assistant tool and improves the productivity incredibly. Experts can see the productivity increase between 400% and 5,000%. Expect 400% to 5,000%. How we do? We develop this ground material, we buy it and we adapt it for the ground. We are the first worldwide smart glass integrator. We add a new battery and are bound to fix it on the arm, a binding to not show it on the ground, on the light. And then we develop a software, a super streaming software, which is tailored for low connection. Even if there is no connection in place, we will always have a great quality image. And finally, on the deployment, it's very, very easy. You don't need any training, any software to install. The technician just have to push a button, the expert just put a link in his browser, and that's it. I think everywhere in this place can push a button, and that's fine, you're trained. Thank you very much.
Okay, next startup is Grand Panel. Okay, so there's even attended. So next startup, Savio Networks. Here, on the left corner, the white shorts. Yeah, please get ready. So we're going to next startup will be iDoors. So just please sit here in front so we can go smoothly.
Hello guys, good afternoon. My name is Jan Sulček and I am here on behalf of Savio Networks company. We are producer and developer of hardware platform RTLS, which is real-time location system. I wanted to show the first picture that we are a real company when our founders met in the year 2011, and already now in the year 2016 we are already almost 12 people in the company. We have investment from Czech corporate Vice Venture, and we continue with our products. These items are our product, which is transmitters and receivers, and thanks to these items we are able to track and locate in real time, mainly indoor. How does it work? If you want to know how does it work in detail, please come to our stand, to our table later, and I will explain you in detail how does real-time location works indoor. Where do we fit with our product so that we can say that we fit in IoT and Industry 4.0, that we digitize motion. We digitize motion in industry, in retail, in the sport. I would like to show in the next pictures where can we fit. For example, automotive projects, we can locate and track, for example, forklifts to optimize and reduce operational costs, to increase safety in the warehouse or in the production hall. We can also use, as I saw in the last presentation, we can use Google Glasses and put the tag on some person to help, for example, to seasonal workers to increase their productivity in the warehouse, to find easier the products. Another, retail. We work in retail, we monitor our customers' behavior, and we help to get data, raw data for marketing companies. Are we all the time? Great. Another example, we can work in a sport and we monitor movement of the sportsmen. Another example, we bring new gaming experience into go-karts in a laser game by monitoring the movement in real time. Sevio is all around the world. We sold our products already to all countries of the world where we are starting our projects. And we are searching for, as it was said many times, for system integrators and for companies who can make the project on top of our hardware platform. Please come to our table and I will explain you more. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Okay, so next, as I heard, should be the fifth also. Guys, okay? I'm here. Do like charge bill, I'll get ready. Alright, great motion. We get some more,
Hello, my name is Michał Bezpeczek and my is Wiktor Krzyżewski, and we would like to present to you the Internet of Robots.
The Internet of Robots is a system designed for easy assembly of robots. Imagine building robots fast, no more worries about interfaces or communication. Just build the models and connect your robot to Internet of Robots.
First, building robots require dozens of hours in schematics. You need a lot of experience in software development, electronics and hardware, and mechatronics. Secondly, entry knowledge barrier for robotics is high. You need a lot of experience in you need a lot of experience.
Our solution is distributed system of models which cover the key functionalities for building robots. You can manage and configure these models using the local or global network. The communication between models is fast and reliable.
The Internet of Robots is a hardware, electronics and mechatronics combined. You can send data, manage environment data, connect and control energy and see what your robot sees. Our communication is based on the SMG standard, which enables internet connectivity and makes system easy scalable. Our main competitive advantage is different type and size of robot, different powering options, and easy adding new models, makes system easy scaling.
So we split our revenues to three main channels. The one is module sales, the normal module sales, e-store and resellers wholesalers network. And next one is App Store with additional software modules. And last one is custom modules design and query. Our market is split to three main segments: the schools, universities, and students. The robotics is fun and easy way to learn STEM field skills. The makers movements is a growing market with really advancing technology. And the last one is professional robot builders, which can access our modules on inquiry and use our solution Fury.
After market analysis, we decided to build a prototype. Now we are heading to enable models for early adopters.
Our growth strategy is divided to three main targets. The strategy is to prepare modules for production. The first series for early adopters, second of hundreds, and the last bigger series. And the tactical targets are attending to the makers and robotics fairs and events, and making the hackathons with building the robots using the Internet of Robots. And last one is the technological challenges connected with the App Store and online store for the module cell.
Our team is truly interdisciplinary. All of us have background in robotics fields.
So thank you, and come to our booth so we can show you the
Okay, so we just some of you are not robots, so some of mix up the order. There's some first energy in the room. So right now we're going to present a startup with name 42T. Still again explaining how to switch from top to down, not from left to right. So here are. The presentation is ready, so the stage is yours.
Hello everybody, my name is Romain Clermont, and I'm Chief Marketing Officer at 42T, and I'm going to speak about food tech, and especially tea. We are an IoT company that stands for Internet of Tea. And maybe you should know that there are so many varieties of teas in the world, and each one has specific instructions. But most of the time, people do not follow them because they are too lazy or they don't know how to well prepare tea. And what we propose is to help people to well prepare the tea thanks to an application and a connected object. Normally, a video should just begin. Explain you how it works. Well, so you have this object, which is an IoT cube, and it communicates to an application on the phone to identify the tea you are going to drink. Okay. Yes. So you choose the tea you want to prepare. Then you will have just to put the tea into the teapot, and then you put the cube inside the kettle. So it will measure the temperature of the water because each tea has its own temperature. So it's important to follow these instructions. Then we just pour the water inside the teapot, and the application will measure the perfect brewing time for this kind of tea. But we go further. Because we are able to.
Is it a French word?
We take a step further because we are able to know your taste. We can scan your palate and identify if you like the bitterness with the tea or not. Then we can change slightly the recipe to fit with your taste. A business model. We will sell the cube and other stuff, and also our own tea brand. And we will sell online, of course, and also on stores. We are in good negotiation with a French store, but we expect to reach European market and also other market especially by launching real soon, in a couple of days, a Kickstarter campaign. So this is a few milestones, but if you want more information, I invite you to come on the booth. To succeed, we have gathered a small team at this time. So Eliane, the expert, Lionel, who is the founder and the CEO, and myself, a communication guy. And we expect to hire a business developer and engineer. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, so now I'm next. Who is coming next? So, Charvel, hey, Charvel, here, stage is yours.
Maybe I should be just like regular Charvel. I don't know why to jump away. Hello, my name is Lucia. I am communication manager at Charvel. And yeah, cool. So, very briefly, what Charvel actually is. It's a portable electricity generator, small in size and easy to carry around. And it's able to charge various mobile devices such as phones, cameras, or tablets. It enables you to have electricity within reach 24 hours a day, which may be very handy, especially when you travel to the places when there is lack or no electricity at all. So be it that you need to spend a few days in the mountains, or your work brings you to places where there is no electricity at all, or you simply attend a summer festival with thousands of people coming and you need to be able to charge your mobile devices on your own. So in all these cases, Charvel can help you out. So how does it work 24 hours a day actually? During sunny days, it simply converts heat from the sun into electricity. So this reflective surface actually collects solar energy, and it brings it into the generator, which then simply creates and turns it into electricity. So this is in case of day, and especially during sunny days. How you can use it when there is no sun, or at night when there is no solar energy at all. You can simply remove the umbrella part and use the generator only. You can simply put it near to any source of heat, for instance a campfire, and you can keep on producing electricity for all your mobile devices. So this is how we came up with the idea, calling it Charvel, and it's basically also an umbrella solution for charging all your mobile devices. Let me just shortly compare it to other existing similar products. So unlike photovoltaic chargers, Charvel is able to charge day and night because it's obviously not dependent on solar energy. Unlike portable batteries, it's not dependent on external sources of electricity because it creates electricity on its own. And unlike dynamo chargers, it lets you rest because it charges automatically. So Charvel is at the moment a patented prototype. We are seeking investors and planning to launch production next year. And in the years to come, we hope to have some new versions of Charvel coming up. So on behalf of our team, thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Paul. Next presentation, we are going to the next category of startups, smart building and smart home. So next startup should be this IQ Spot. Okay, the presentation is there. So you can start whenever you want.
Okay. Hello, I'm Julien Bruno, co-founder of IQ Spot that I'm going to present. One of the challenges today in the smart city domain is to reduce the energy consumption of buildings. And so what we do at IQ Spot is to target some specific buildings, which are the commercial buildings, and we want to provide a very simple and easy to install solution for reducing the energy consumption of this type of buildings. So in detail, what we provide is first a package of off-the-shelf sensors, wireless sensors, easy to install in your building to monitor the energy consumption in terms of electricity, gas and water of your building, but also the comfort of your offices in terms of temperature, humidity, carbon dioxide and noise. We have a software platform to aggregate all this data, analyze it, and then provide it to the building manager on a web dashboard on which you will see what is going on in the building and to detect anomalies in his building. And we also believe that to be really energy efficient, such a solution must involve all the users of the building, all the occupants. So that's why we provide tools to involve the occupants through a mobile application, emails, but also communication screens that the company can install at the entrance to display the consumption of its buildings and provide examples of sustainable behaviors that the occupants can do in their building. So we have a first available version of our product that we deployed on some clients, such as the real estate operator of the postal service in France. And concretely, here you can see what we provide to the building manager, just to show you a quick overview of what we do. I can find all his data. If you want to see more about what we provide, I'd be happy to show you at my booth, at the IQ Spot booth, and I'd be happy to give you more details. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Next startup is Rada Building. It is here. Are you here? No, Rada Building is not here. So, Concrete Technologies. No? Okay, so X works. So we are going back to the augmented reality and gadgets.
Does this one work? Yeah. That's actually better because I have too many gadgets in my hands. So, XWorks, or Interactive Experience Works, is the company which I am proud to present. I am the founder of this company, and our goal is to provide smart information and create human-machine interface guides for technology. So, with XWorks, we're trying to solve some problems with information delivery. In the world of today, we're just overflown with all kinds of information, and finding the right information about technology is sometimes difficult. So physical manuals obviously do not work all the time. Sometimes people have just studied something very different from what they are supposed to do in terms of devices. Sometimes there is not enough time to just find the right information. And sometimes there are just so many versions of technology around that it's even difficult to find the right manual for the right technology. We think there is a simple solution to this problem, and the solution is in your pocket. It's the smartphone or a tablet. So we want to provide information on portable devices. We want to provide this information in an interactive and intuitive way, which means that on your device you have an interactive model of the technology, which is one-to-one exactly the version which you have, and it allows you to access all information you need. So in this case, it's a manual for a car, which explains you how to set up the car, how to access its functions. It tells you diagnostics which you might need, and so on. In another case, our technology is used for purposes of explanation. So a future device can be explained with guide to all kinds of audiences, how it's built, how it works, what are its key components, how it will be deployed in the field. And finally, guide can just serve for end customers who just really quickly want to find the function of one of their products. So the process how we do this is that we take the CAD files, which all the designers and manufacturers have. We convert the CAD files for portable use, and then with a set of tools we create this kind of portable presentations. We are developing tools which will allow this for third-party companies as well. So in the future we will have a two-step tool allowing efficient and smart file conversion and efficient and smart manual and instructions setup tool. And yeah, that's about us in a nutshell.
Just in time. Thank you very much. So, the question is whether there is somebody from the Rada building, concrete technologies or energy monitor here. Okay, in this case, that was the last presentation. As soon as we will get the slide guy back, we will make the voting during the coffee break. And right now, we will like 2 to 3 minutes to set up the stage for the next panel, so please don't leave the room. I just ask the hotel representatives to bring back the chairs, and we are going to continue shortly by the next panel about what will the Internet of Things bring to the development of B2B services.